His voice cracked when I said the words, "You stole my AirPods." The look on his face, pure panic. His wife, his kids, all watching as he awkwardly handed them back to me in a Chuck E. Cheese parking lot. Yeah, this grown man, a Lyft driver, thought he could steal from me and get away with it. Spoiler, he didn't. If you've ever been wronged by someone who thought you'd just stay quiet, hit that subscribe button, because today's story isn't just about a pair of AirPods. It's about standing up for yourself when someone underestimates you. Like, comment and tell me, what's the most satisfying revenge you've ever seen? It all started on a Friday night in another city. I was visiting some friends, celebrating, hopping between bars, just enjoying a carefree weekend. The night ended late, like blurry streetlights and half-empty sidewalks late. We called a Lyft to get back safely. The driver seemed normal enough. Friendly, small talk, good music playing. We reached our stop, paid, said thanks, and stumbled upstairs to crash for the night. Fast forward to the next morning, the hangover haze sets in, and that's when it hits me. My AirPods gone. At first, I figured, okay, maybe I left them on the table, maybe under the couch. Nope, nowhere. That sinking feeling started to rise. That quiet panic you get when you know something valuable's gone for good. Then I remembered the Lyft ride. I opened the app, pulled up the trip, and immediately sent a lost item report. Lyft contacted the driver, and he responded pretty quickly. His message was short and a lie. Sorry, I checked the back seat. Nothing there, my stomach dropped. Something about the way he responded just felt too fast, too certain. But I let it go. What else could I do? It's not like I could just accuse him. So I went home, hours away, and told myself, forget it. It's just a pair of AirPods. Except the story didn't end there. A day later, I opened my phone, almost on autopilot, and tapped on the Find My app. I wasn't expecting anything. I just wanted to torture myself one last time, I guess. But there it was. The little green dot. Active. Charging. My AirPods weren't lost, they were being used. I zoomed in. The location was moving. All around the city, stopping for minutes, then moving again. You could literally trace the driver's routes. And that's when it hit me. This wasn't just a misunderstanding. This man stole them and was bold enough to use them while driving customers around. At first, I was angry, like physically angry. My heart was pounding, my hands shaking as I watched that little dot move. He thought I'd never notice, that I was just another forgetful passenger. But I had proof, digital proof. And if there's one thing I've learned in life, it's that some lessons need to be taught the hard way. So I made a decision right then. I wasn't letting this slide. 2 weeks later, I had a free weekend. And my friends, the same ones from that night, were in town again. I pulled up the Find My app, half out of curiosity, half out of revenge. And wouldn't you know it, the AirPods were active again. I looked at the map, Chuck E. Cheese. I swear, I laughed out loud. The audacity. This man was using my AirPods at a Chuck E. Cheese with his family. So I told my friends, we're going on a little field trip. We drove out there, following that little blinking dot until it stopped right over the parking lot. We circled the lot slowly, and there it was. The same make, same color, same license plate from my Lyft receipt. He was inside. Now, I'm not the confrontational type, but my adrenaline was pumping. This wasn't just about 150 AirPods. It was about the principle, about being lied to, stolen from, and dismissed like I wouldn't do anything about it. So we walked in. The inside of Chuck E. Cheese was chaotic, flashing lights, kids screaming, tickets flying everywhere. But in that sea of noise, I spotted him. He was sitting with his family. His wife, 2 little kids, just eating pizza and scrolling his phone. My phone buzzed in my pocket. Find My AirPods connected. That was all the confirmation I needed. I didn't want to cause a scene, so I went over to a security guard and explained the situation. I showed him everything. The Lyft report, the Find My screen, even a photo of the driver from my ride history. The guard raised an eyebrow, nodded, and said, "All right, let's handle this quietly." And he walked with me to the table, and I'll never forget the look on that guy's face when the guard said, "Chore. Sir, can you stand up for a second?" But he froze mid-bite. I stepped closer and asked, "Chore, are you driver's name?" He stammered, "Oh yeah." Then I said it, Calm but firm. You stole my AirPods. Time just stopped. His wife's head snapped toward him, confused. His kids looked up, silent. He tried to deny it at first, mumbling something about mix up, must be a mistake. But the guard crossed his arms, and I held up my phone showing the connected AirPods. Right there in real time. The truth hit him like a truck. His face turned red. He fumbled in his pocket, pulled out the AirPods, and handed them over. Didn't even look me in the eye. Then, with everyone watching, his family, the guard, random parents, he awkwardly stood up and walked to his car. His wife followed, kids in tow. The whole family outing, ruined. I almost felt bad. Almost. Standing there in that Chuck E. Cheese parking lot, AirPods back in my hand, I felt this weird mix of satisfaction and disbelief. Like, how could someone throw away their dignity in front of their family for a pair of earbuds? He could have just admitted he found them. Could have done the right thing, but instead he doubled down, lied, stole, pretended like it was nothing. And for that, he got exactly what he deserved. Public embarrassment and a harsh reminder that karma doesn't always take its time. Sometimes revenge isn't about payback. It's about balance, about restoring that tiny piece of justice the world tries to take from you. So, no, I didn't yell. I didn't fight. I just let the truth do its work. And honestly, watching him squirm was more satisfying than any argument ever could have been. If you've ever had to take justice into your own hands, even in a small way, drop a comment below. Tell me your story. And if you enjoyed watching karma unfold, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Because the next story, let's just say revenge is a dish best served publicly,